Today I was reminded of something one of my mentors used to say. If you don't like the way you feel, just give it a few minutes. The idea being it's not going to last forever. This morning I was at the gym. I did 22 minutes on the bike and then my sugar was low. So I had a banana in my car, I went outside and I got it. I sat down and I ate. By the time my sugar got regulated enough that I can get back onto the exercise bike, I could only do about another 20 minutes of exercising before I had to tend to my client appointment. While I was sitting there eating the banana, and before I even did that second 20 or so minutes, I was feeling like I'm not going to get it this week. I'm not going to beat what I did last week because I had the appointment, I had other things to do this morning, I've got a whole big beautiful day planned, I've got to actually take the time to create the video, etc., etc., etc. The next day is the last day of the week, and I've got a couple hundred minutes of biking to do so I can beat what I did last week. I felt discouraged. I felt like maybe I'm failing and all that kind of stuff. Well, here's the thing. I did what I could. I did my 40 or so minutes on the bike. I left. I had my appointment. I came back, and I did another 50 minutes on the bike. Then I did some crunches and some leg lifts, and I got back on the bike and I did another 20 minutes. When I got home, I did some more crunches and leg lifts. I took a shower, made my lunch. I'm sitting down now to make this video. My point is, this morning when I was in the gym eating my banana, dealing with my low sugar, wondering if I'm gonna be able to make it, and seeming to be very clear that I wasn't going to beat last week's numbers, and I started to feel hopeless and I started to feel despair. Those feelings were not going to stick around for long. But if I related to them like they were permanent, if I related to them like they were facts, if I related to those disempowering thoughts like they had anything to do with the actual reality that's unfolding before my eyes, I could have been permanently sidelined from continuing this project. Thankfully, I have this commitment that 69 days ago I began, which is to make a daily video, publish it on YouTube, to make sure that some people outside of my own self that are aware of what I'm doing, that if I stop doing this, might start wondering why, might start reaching out to me, might start to engage in conversations with me. It also might diminish their trust in me, my ability to keep my word, and things like that that are really important to me. And my point about all of that is what it does for me is it expands my accountability beyond the level of just right here, where it's just me. And I am eternally grateful for what this environment has been doing for me, because I do believe that environment is stronger than willpower. And my willpower might not have been sufficient to get me through that period of time this morning, but the environment of the 187 Project has effectively guaranteed that I will succeed in achieving my goal to be 187 pounds or less by the end of this calendar year. So I thank you for watching and paying attention to my journey. I trust you're gaining value, and that's why you want to keep watching. In the meantime, I'll be back in 24 hours to report more of my experiences. Have a great day.